What's up, kitten cats? Welcome back to my channel. I have been a little bit absent from YouTube, I'm sorry. So about 3 weeks ago now, I got my wisdom teeth taken out. Didn't really do anything funny. I woke up and I was like, I wasn't funny at all, so it was really sad. But anyway, I did start school last week, which is kind of why we are here. So I wanted to do a favorites video, but I wanted to make the focus of this favorites video some of my back to school favorites. It's not just back to school favorites, there is some other stuff in this video, but the primary focus is things that I've been loving before going back to school or just keeping up with a busier schedule than normal. First and foremost, there is a piece of sponsored content in here, which I will do that first. If you guys are not cool with that, feel free to click out of the video. If you're cool with it, let's keep rolling. The first thing here is some food storage. So this is a these are Via Tiffin lunch boxes. These are so dope. So you guys have probably seen like the typical fitness meal carrying storage bags, whatever, and I have some of those. They're great, they're wonderful, but I like this better. Reason why, okay, so first of all, staying healthy in college, people ask me about this all the time. I personally pack my own food for long days at school instead of buying a bunch of like snacks and meals and stuff at school. Like, I could do that, but I don't really want to. For one, I live off campus, so I don't have to worry about like being in a dorm. But also packing my own food saves me a ton of money. Like, I could eat at Starbucks or at the little cafes at school or whatever, but I would be spending so much money. And so I just pack my own food. I love the design of these. First off, it's just very sleek and minimal looking, which I love. Like, I can just slide it down in my backpack and you would never know. Like, the little handle flips down and yeah, I can just slide it down in my backpack, especially the little 2-meal guy right here. If I have a shorter day, you can just use that, and it's really small, but still holds enough. So this is a 3-meal. I feel like this is like one of those little Russian Matryoshka dolls where like all the little dolls are inside of each other. That sounds very bad. But these are the little containers. They're actually made out of copper and stainless steel. So I love this. And like, this is kind of going off on a tangent, but as I've been trying to like heal my body and do better things for my hormones, I've been trying to eliminate as many endocrine disruptors as I can, or at least reduce the amount of endocrine disruptors that I use. That includes like beauty products, that includes food storage, that includes like lotion, body wash, shampoo, conditioner. Like, it includes a lot of it, which is really ironic when you consider that most of those things are like geared towards women, but I'm not going to go on a rant there. I'd rather not today. In an effort to help out my hormones, I've been trying to cut out potential endocrine disruptors, and plastic is a big one of those. Oh, I'm not saying if you store your stuff in plastic that you're going to die or that you're going to develop a hormone problem, but I'm saying that I would rather err on the side of safety. And I'm not perfect. Like, I still use some of this stuff. Like, so please don't come at me and be like, but this has plastic in it and this has this in it. What I'm saying, I'm trying to use more responsible food storage. So things like glass Tupperware instead of plastic. And then these guys are perfect because they don't have plastic in them. It's copper and stainless steel. So I love this for that reason, but also because it actually keeps your food warm. So most food storage bags, they're reliant on ice packs, which is great. Like, it keeps your food cold, which is, you know, safe to eat. But sometimes you just want a warm meal and you don't have a microwave. But because these containers are super insulating, if you've ever used like a stainless steel water bottle or a stainless steel like coffee tumbler thing, is that what they're called? It keeps your coffee really warm. Or if it's a water bottle, it keeps your water really cold. So because these are really insulating, it'll keep your food super warm or cold for like at least 5 hours or up to 5 hours. So if you're at school like for a pretty long day, this will take care of a good bit of your food insulation, and it keeps it safe to eat. Like, if you eat food that's warm because it's been like sitting in your car and it's not been insulated, like it's just been heated by the sun coming into your car, that's probably not the best thing to eat. But if it's been like insulated by something like this, it's actually the heat that the food was cooked with. Obviously you have to like put it in there already warm. It's not gonna like magically make your food warm if you put it in there cold. But if you cook it warm, this is what I do. So I cook my food and then I just immediately put it in here and boom, it stays warm. It's phenomenal. And then you just, ta-da, put the little clips on. Super secure, so you're not like worried about food leaking, which is the worst. If you ever had like food leak in your bag, it's disgusting. So yeah, then you just carry it around with you. It's not too heavy. It's obviously heavier than like a fabric lunchbox. So like I mentioned, that portion of the video was sponsored by Via. Thank you so much, Via, for sending me these amazing lunch boxes and the little bag that like turns into a picnic mat. If you're interested in getting any of these Tiffin lunch boxes for yourself, they did give me a discount code for 10% off their entire site, and that code is ViaLife42, so you can use that if you'd like. And they were nice enough to send me both one of the 3-meal containers and one of the 2-meal containers and an extra like little picnic bag thing. So they were like, you can give it away, you can use it, you can do whatever you want with it. I was like, oh, that's really nice. I'm gonna give it away. So there is gonna be a giveaway involved with this video. If you are interested in, I'm just gonna give the winner both of them instead of trying to split it up, because that would be really difficult to like sift through comments for both of them. But if you are interested in winning both of the 3-meal Via lunchbox and the 2-meal, maybe the 2-meal if you have like kids or something would be really good for one of them to take to school. But the 3-meal and the 2-meal plus the little bag, these are what the bags look like. And you can open it up and it becomes a picnic mat. So maybe I'll like go on a picnic. So if you want to enter the giveaway, just leave me a comment below and tell me why this would be useful to you. You know, are you a student that's on campus like a bajillion hours a day like me? Or are you somebody that works a 9-to-5 full-time job? Just let me know why this would be of use to you, and I will pick one winner from the comments. I'll pick the winners on, I don't know what day yet, I'll put the date on the screen. But anyway, so that has been the little Tiffin lunchbox that I love. Next up, you guys have probably seen this on my Instagram stories. This is my bullet journal. So you guys know I've been a huge fan of passion planners for a long time, but I recently got into bullet journaling. So I got this one at Barnes & Noble. It's really great. It's a super neat way of like keeping things organized. Mine just kind of looks like trash. I'm still kind of getting used to like the style of it. It's not the most aesthetic thing on the planet, but it's short, it's concise, it's just like right there, and you can do whatever you want with it because it's literally just, I don't even know if you can see the dots. Yeah, now you can. It's just blank pages with dots, so you create your own monthly planner, like whatever way works for you to style it, to write it out, to plan your life. And I like that. I like having that autonomy of being like, okay, this is how I want to lay out my planner, not like being forced into a planner's layout, if that makes sense. Like, I'm very much so reliant on this thing. I can't do electronic planners. I just can't do it. It doesn't work for me. So I'm very much so the type of person that I need to write things out with a pen, with my own hands, instead of just typing them in order to like be more apt to remember them. So I love this. I also this is just like a me thing. I get a lot of gratification from, okay, so if you have like an event, or not an event, if you have an appointment, you make like a little thing that looks like this. It's like a triangle without the bottom. And then once you've gone to that appointment, you put the bottom of the triangle on. So then it becomes a full triangle. Or like if you have a task, it's just a bullet. And then when you're done with it, you put an X right through the middle of the bullet. I get so much gratification from that. It's ridiculous. So if you guys want a video seeing how I lay out my bullet journal, since September is coming up, I'd be happy to film that kind of a video for you guys. But I love my bullet journal. Like I said, got it at Barnes & Noble. Next thing is something that I picked up at Target. These are these little UV highlighters. So like, just for reference on size, it's literally shorter than my finger. So I love these because I'm very into highlighting my textbooks, highlighting my notes, but these are nice because they're more compact than a regular highlighter, so it's just like less space taken up in my bag. So I really like these, and they come in a lot of colors, so highlighters. Next thing, because we all know college is a little bit stressful at times. All right, I can get down with it. Look at that lipstick mark. So we're just gonna have some wine while we do this. Wind down. Wind down. Wind down. It's literally like 2:30 on a Sunday and I'm drinking wine. It's okay. This is the Lord's Day. Jesus turned water into wine. This is fun. So the next thing, hold on, this is really good. So the next thing is actually a fitness hack. I have my friend Ashley Hoffman to thank for this. I saw her post it on, I think it was her story, her Instagram story. So you guys have probably seen ankle cups, right? Most people use them for glute kickbacks. You put them around your ankle, do a kickback. Great, wonderful, revolutionary. So this is actually revolutionary. She did these with lateral raises on the cables. So I tried this the other day, absolutely love it. So you just put it on your wrist, hook it up to the cable. It's a little awkward to like step over when you're first like picking your arm up because the cable is attached at the bottom. But anyway, so you just do your lateral raises with this instead of, so a lot of times I find that like gripping I don't want to say distracts, but kind of distracts me from focusing on the lateral raise, like worrying about my grip. So this, it just takes the grip out of the equation, obviously, because you're not gripping anything. So I can just focus entirely on the movement instead of focusing on keeping grip with it as well. And then grip becomes a limiting factor for a lot of people. I feel like it would be less limiting for something like lateral raises because they're not extremely heavy, which is normally when grip starts to limit things, is when things are very heavy, like with really heavy deadlifts or rack pulls. Anyway, so grip would normally be like a limiting factor in a lateral raise, but it would be easier to like take something like this to failure without having to worry about your grip. So just use an ankle cuff. I like to keep one of these in my bag instead of relying on the gym that I'm going to have it, because you never know when a gym's not going to have something like this. So I got this off of bodybuilding.com. We do have discount codes for bodybuilding.com now. We had those, like we got those a couple months ago, so I'll put mine on the screen if you want to get one of these. But they have a lot of like good workout equipment on there, like bands and this little workout cuff, straps, all sorts of things. But yeah, try doing cable laterals with an ankle cuff around your wrist instead. Let me know what you think. So next one is kind of obvious. My sponsor Bite Meals, they've been really coming in handy now that I'm back to school. When I was in the summer, like I work from home. I'm busy, but like especially during the summer, I'm not the busiest person on the planet. Still really busy, but I have a lot more time to spend at home because I'm not at school. I'm not going back and forth to a bunch of places. So now that I'm back in school and things are like pretty hectic because crazy me decided to add 2 more classes onto my semester. Something came over me. It was so bizarre. I was like, I just want to finish my undergrad as soon as possible because I really think I want to go to grad school and get a master's or PhD or something. So I was like, I need to finish undergrad first. So I added 2 more classes because I'm out of my mind. But anyway, what I'm getting at here is back to school, less free time for me. These come in handy for me a lot. And I can spend a lot less time cooking and more time studying and working, which is what I need to be spending time doing now. They also, if you guys didn't see, they decreased their shipping costs for the like snack items, so like the cookies, the brownies, the beef jerky. So before it was just with like the normal prices of getting refrigerated meals, but they reduced that to I believe $7. So if you just want to make an order for like cookies and brownies, instead of paying beaucoup de dollars for shipping for that would be like for the meals, you can pay the $7 flat rate for things that don't necessarily need to be super refrigerated. Also, they got confirmation that their Vegas location should be opening soon. So shipping out west will be going down whenever that opens, which is awesome because I know it sucked for you guys out there having such high shipping costs. So just a reminder, you can use the code Emily on Bite Meals to save you a little bit of money. Next, hold on, I need to keep drinking this. Okay, next favorite, probably my biggest favorite, is this behind me. Is my desk. Oh my gosh. So I have been wanting to have just a nice workspace for so long. And then I couldn't have one at the house that I lived in before. My room wasn't big enough and like I just couldn't have my own office space there. But with this new place, there's a second bedroom in here. It's like a guest bedroom. And I was like, I'm gonna turn that into a guest bedroom slash office. So like there's no bed in here, but if you wanted to put an air mattress in here, like great. But I was like, I'm gonna make this primarily my office space. And so I had to wait a couple months to do that just because moving in the first place is very expensive. And my rent here is more than what I was paying before. So I was like, I need a little bit of a buffer of not spending money before I do this. But this desktop, it's actually not a desk. It's 2 filing cabinets and a desktop. They're both from IKEA, but when I was looking at it, I was looking at it on IKEA's website, and when I went to check out, it was like reasonably priced. It was gonna cost me, I think, about $200, yeah, for the 2 filing cabinets and the tabletop. And then when I went to check out, the shipping was $200. I was like, you don't have to assemble this. You don't have to do anything. You literally have to put it on my porch. Why is it $200? So I looked on Amazon, and actually Amazon had the exact same, like from IKEA, tabletop and filing cabinets. The price on Amazon of the individual items was a little bit more expensive, but I'm a Prime member, so I get free 2-day shipping. And buying it off of Amazon with 2-day shipping was $25 less than it would have been on IKEA with their $200 shipping. So I was like, I'm gonna do that because God knows how long the shipping at IKEA is gonna take. It's probably like standard shipping that's gonna take, you know, 5 to 7 business days. And I'm like, I don't like waiting. I'm very impatient. So got it off Amazon, built the filing cabinets, just plopped the desktop on top. And this is currently my favorite room in the house. Like I feel so like, it feels so clean in here, and I'm so productive in here because it's so clean and just like calm looking and minimal looking. I'm about it. Next thing, time saver slash I don't like washing my hair thing, dry shampoo. So people ask about dry shampoo all the freaking time. So I have two. This would be a higher end one. This would be a lower end one. This one is the Detox Shampoo for Brunettes from Dry Bar. Last time I was there, like months and months ago, I have a hair in my mouth. They didn't have the like tinted one for different hair colors, so I was like, I'm not gonna get it. But now they have the Detox for Brunettes, which is like slightly tinted. So because I'm a brunette, like a dark brunette, especially at my roots, when I use dry shampoo that's not tinted, it can look kind of like gray and chalky at times when I use dry shampoo. So I would always opt for like tinted dry shampoos, but now they're both. So the Dry Bar one is a little bit higher end, a little bit more expensive. Then this is the Batiste dry shampoo. It's literally like $6 or $7 from Target. And this one also has the color in it for dark hair. It's amazing. Next, the new Select Protein for Oats. So I have to talk about this, like not because they're forcing me to talk about this, but because it's so freaking good. And it's another one of those things, and it's super, super quick. Literally all you have to do is cook your oatmeal, then add a scoop of this in, or like a quarter cup. They don't come with a scoop, but just add a quarter cup of this in and you're good to go. Just stir it in, done. It makes really, really good protein oats. So a lot of people have been asking, like, how is this different from just putting protein powder in your oats? So they did change the texture formulation of this stuff, so it does mix a little bit smoother. The Select Protein already did a really good job of mixing, but this is just even better. It's like a lighter, fluffier texture, if that makes sense. And then also the flavors are specifically formulated to be, you know, your traditional oatmeal flavors. So you've got maple and brown sugar, they have apple and cinnamon, they have peanut butter and honey. You're not really gonna find protein powder flavors. You're not gonna find a maple and brown sugar protein powder. Like, it's just not gonna happen. So they're, you know, it's meant to be like traditional oatmeal flavors, which I'm about. The maple and brown sugar is my favorite because I was literally raised on Quaker brown sugar, maple brown sugar oatmeal. Like, that was my life growing up, and so that's my life again now. I'm living again, and it's great. Last, I wanted to get into a couple of books because you guys are always asking me about books. I've read a lot of books this year, like comparatively to what I've read in the past. I've made reading a real priority. So if you guys want me to do like a full breakdown of the books that I've read this year that I would recommend, let me know and I'm happy to tell you. But this first one is Grit by Angela Duckworth. So this book is about the concept of grit. In this must-read book for anyone striving to succeed, pioneering psychologist Angela Duckworth shows parents, students, educators, athletes, and business people, both seasoned and new, that the secret to outstanding achievement is not talent, but a special blend of passion and persistence she calls grit. So this is by Angela Duckworth. She is actually a psychologist. Like, she actually has credentials. So what I really love about this, I would call this like a self-improvement book because she's talking about a concept that can help improve you. But what I find with most like self-improvement or self-help books is that they just like go dancing around the topic of whatever they're discussing, or like they're giving you, you know, unicorn fairy dust like head pats, and it doesn't offer you any, one, backing to show that what they're talking about is actually legitimate, and two, that it works or how you can implement it in your daily life. So what I really like about this book is Angela is a psychologist, and she has actually done research on this concept. And Duckworth also did an amazing job of both explaining her concept of grit along with showing application, and also showing instances like research-wise where it worked. So I would really recommend that if you're just looking to become a tougher, stronger, more resilient person. I love that 100%. And then last one, this is Draw the Circle by Mark Batterson. Last year I read The Circle Maker by Mark Batterson, which was one of the most life-changing books in my entire at the time it was 21 years of existence. So I absolutely loved that book. Read that one too. But this is Draw the Circle by Mark Batterson. It's actually a 40-day prayer challenge. So it's, you know, a different prayer every day, and it goes into like, it's not just, oh, pray this prayer. It's like talking about why, and like examples of this prayer, and like this concept being acted out in people's lives. And it goes deeper and to not just pray this, but like why to pray this, here's the implication behind it, all of that. So like part of why I picked this up, one, I started going to a new church here, and I think it's going to be my home church. Like I am so grateful to have finally found what I think is a home church, because I've lived here for over a year and I haven't had that, and it's been really hard. So I think I finally found one. With all the stuff I've been going, and I picked this up at their bookstore, but with everything that I've been going through, with like just hormones changing, my body changing, people being critical of that in a not so nice way, myself being critical of it in a not so nice way, just struggling overall, like struggling with anxiety and like starting to struggle with depression, something that I've never had to deal with before. Like I've literally felt like spiritually kicked into the ground. And so, and this is a time when I need to be spiritually strong more than anything, where like I need that strength, that inner strength, that God strength that I felt like was lacking. I didn't like walk away from God or anything, but like if you're a spiritual person, you know what it feels like when your spirit is a little bit dimmer than at other times in your life. This book has been really helpful in refining and re-inspiring my prayer process, and even just in like I've been reading it for like a week, only a week. So I've been reading it for about a week, and just in that week's time frame, I've already started like feeling the mental shift of how I view what I'm going through right now, which is I've needed that a lot. I've done a lot of questioning about like, why am I going through this? What purpose does this serve? And so this is just like, it's what I needed spiritually. So if you're somebody that's like in need of spiritual like re-inspiration, and just you need God, but you don't necessarily feel God, which is something that's like really difficult to say. Wow, that's how like the past few months of my life have been. But I know he's there, and I'm like, God, I need you, but I don't feel you right now. This, like, I feel God. These past few weeks especially have been really big. So, not to get emotional, but to get emotional, because that's what I do. That's been it for this favorites video. Hope you guys really enjoyed it. Also, if you haven't, I have uploaded multiple new podcasts since I've been away. I've really been diving into just like the podcast realm of my life. I feel really just called to be there right now. I love like the people that I've interviewed there, and I love that medium of social media. And so I've been really just like focusing on that more. So definitely, I'll put the link below. Definitely go catch up on the podcast, see who I've had on, you know, listen to episodes that you haven't listened to yet. Let me know if you're enjoying them. And yeah, also before I go, because people always ask, this lip color is NYX Liquid Suede in Orange County. This is a bodysuit from Forever 21. This necklace is from Forever 21. These rings are probably from Forever 21, but I've had them for literally forever. This watch is like my favorite movement watch that I have. It's MDunk 15 if you want to get $15 off. They also have some really cute like sunglasses and normal glasses out now. And then this little bracelet is from Forever 21 as well. So if you made it to the end of this video, you are super special. And actually, I'm gonna change the giveaway terms, so you have to have watched to the end of the video to enter the giveaway. Should I do that? Should I be mean? If you already commented, just hit a reply comment to the comment you already left, and that'll count. Like, you don't have to go and delete your comment and rewrite it. But do the thing that I said before about entering the giveaway. And now, leave a comment of, what would your last meal be? Leave it in the comment with your comment about why the Tiffin box would help you. All right, that has been the favorites video for today. Thank you for joining me. This is really nice Moscato. It was very cheap. It was like $10 at Kroger. Hope you have a great rest of your day. I love you guys so much. Thank you for all the support you show me all the time. It's very overwhelming in the best way. And I love you guys so much. I'll see you in the next video. If you haven't subscribed and you would like to, make sure to hit the subscribe button. I would like it if you subscribe. That would be awesome. And I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.